Today we get to take a look at what is probably the most adorable version of a Toothless that you're ever going to be able to buy. Let's get into it.
This is Toothless, the Nendoroid, with a face that can shift from fierce night fury to wide-eyed goofball in seconds. Most figures just stand there. Toothless steals the scene. This Nendoroid makes every pose legendary. After all, there may be hundreds of figures out there, but there's only one Night Fury.
I gotta thank Good Smile Company for sending this thing over so that we could look at it together, because this thing just went back up for pre-order. That means we have an early access review of something that technically came out before, but a quick glance at the instruction manual shows you that you can do stuff with things. And who would have thought? So this version of Toothless is obviously from the original animated films, but you know what? He basically looked the same in the live action. So if you need a Toothless action figure, this is definitely the way to go. As far as accessories go, he comes with 2 sets of rear end legs. Not rear ends, but rear end legs. That means 4 legs altogether, plus an extra set for the front, and unlimited posing that's left to the imagination in your brain space. So this version of Toothless has plenty of parts inside the box, but one of the more fun features of this little guy is probably the little fish. Wouldn't have expected that to be one of my favorite accessories. Now he does come with his little charged attack, his Toothless Kamehameha, but the problem with that thing is that the way it attaches to the base really limits where you can put it. It's a little frustrating with the way it connects, but you know what? We'll forgive it because he's just so adorable. Also comes with an additional neck peg, as is common with Good Smile Company. Now this isn't a perfect design by any means. This is also, I think, the first production version, so the stuff that you're going to get pre-ordered now might be a little bit different as far as quality or concerns, which is some things that I have. First off, his left ear pops off a lot, and it's just on a little ball joint, so it shouldn't really be the case, but it is the case. Comes with the standard base for this guy and the arm to attach, which just goes right into his little tiny belly, and that's also where you attach the flame effect. Then on top of that, he's just a basic Nendoroid in the sense of how the arms and things get attached. Just a little tiny socket, not much there for gripping, and that causes his right leg, no matter which one you have, to just constantly fall off. But once you get this guy into a very fun pose, all you have to do is walk away and then look at it from a distance. And that is how I look at most of my things when I don't have them anymore in my hands. What I'm saying is, when I don't have it in my hand and I set it down, I look at it from a distance. I'm an idiot. If you haven't seen the movies, you're crazy. Come on, go watch the movies. They're all fantastic, and they just get better and, I guess you could say, sadder as they go on. Now, the live action movie was basically a 1-to-1 of the original with some slight changes, but you know what? It was still fun. It's still cool to see Toothless, and that's the highlight of that movie. So go watch the animated ones. As far as articulation, he's got a good amount of it. His little head can move, his little neck can move, he's got wings that articulate in several different ways. Now, the legs are very simple because they're just on kind of flat connection, so they really just swivel, and then you just swap out the type of leg that you want to get the different types of poses, even the really fun ones where it looks like he's climbing up something. The tail option part is also very simple. It's just the midsection, so you remove the part with his fin and then swap it over. So it's just the difference of the way it's shaped. Plus you get a couple different wings, so you can have him in his flight pose versus his kind of neutral running around being a cutie on the ground pose. The alternate faces, the one with the tongue, let's just face it, is the most adorable one, obviously. Then you have the tooth version of Toothless, where he's kind of got his little grin, and that is obviously because he's so menacing. And when he's this size, there's nothing more menacing than that face, right? Right? Then, of course, his neutral face. With the ears, you can move them around, get a little bit of range. Not a ton, but again, that left one just keeps falling off. You get his little fire, flame, breath attack. And like I said, the position of this thing really is limited. So you can't get him into a lot of positions because of the way the ball hingy thing works for his breath attack. What the heck is it called? One thing to really bump this thing up to top tier figure is to get a diorama. That diorama comes from Hero HQ Hobby Hour. Show off his stuff basically in every single video. Link is always down in the description. He can make custom stuff as he did for me, specifically to rotate my displays. But just look at this guy. You get a little bit of lighting on there, you get a little dio, and it's like you're watching the movie in real life, not fake watching a movie. What's that mean? And then he's got all the little details across his back and his legs and stuff, so that if you were to potentially have a hiccup, that's where he would go, and his little handle stuff, but obviously there's no hiccup. And if they make a hiccup, an Nendoroid, it's not going to be to scale with this thing, it's going to be a full-size one. And to compare him to a full-size Nendoroid, here we go with Delicious in Dungeon Marcel. And then I think it is actually a fantastic companion, a little friend for Link from, which one is that? Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. They look exactly the same. So, if you were wondering, is this something you should own? The answer is yes. I think I kind of clearly started this video off with basically saying that's what you need to do, because it is that good. It's that adorable. Even the flaws of the ear popping off and the leg popping off. You know what? It's worth it. It's worth every penny. I knew it before I even got this thing because I said it in a previous video, and you can quote me on it, that this is the most adorable thing that they've ever made. And this gives Nendoroid, I guess, another notch above any cute style figure, namely Funko. Funko's, you know what? It's time for Funko to change it up a little bit. And if you like the smoke effects, those come from Tamashii Nation. Probably can't get them anymore, but the reviews about this, and I do have a video on those, if you want to watch it. So, there you have it, folks. Link is down in the description to get yours. I'll see if I can find a few different links to just keep your options open. But whatever you do, whatever link you click or don't click, at the end of the day, most important thing is you have one of these. If you enjoy this video and you want to see some more stuff in this category, by that I mean Nendoroids, get reviewed, then click the top link there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.